Good afternoon from Joliet, Illinois, and the University of St. Francis. It's game number 1 of the USF New Year's Classic coming up between Goshen and the hosts of this event, the Fighting Saints of St. Francis. Each of these teams will play 2 games over the next 2 days, and they get things started today with the early showdown. A little bit later on today, we'll have St. Xavier against McPherson. Terry Bonadonna with you on the call for today's games. The 2 teams take the court. St. Francis wearing white, Goshen in purple. Fighting Saints will be going from right to left on your screen to start today's game, and the Maple Leafs will be going from left to right here in the first half. It's Merrick Small against Kevin Cota on the opening tip, and Small wins it for the Saints, who take their first possession, led by their point guard Delshawn Sims. Joffrey Nunnally, Aitor Anabadarte, Ramel Davis, and Merrick Small make up the rest of the lineup for the Saints. This is Anabadarte in the post, grabbed from behind, and a foul called on Richard Wilson on the floor. The starters for Kyle Capps' Goshen Maple Leafs are Tariq Humes, Judah Simfukwe, Richard Wilson, Kevin Cota, and Marcus Northern. Goshen comes into today's game with a 4-7 record, 4-8 rather. Saints are 8-2. Sims is able to get it into Merrick Small. Delshawn Sims on the drive, looking to dish, ends up getting deflected right back to him. In the corner, Sims for 3, can't get the Saints on the board, and the rebound goes to Kevin Cota. Here come the Maple Leafs for the first time today. Richard Wilson leads the charge for Goshen College. Came up from Indiana today. Here's Cota down to the quarter, Judah Simfukwe. Simfukwe surveys, gets it off to Richard Wilson, leading scorer for Goshen this year, and he's their leading scorer today as well, as he knocks down the first 3-pointer of the game, 3-0 Goshen. Fighting Saints come into today's game playing their first official contest in 17 days. Merrick Small pump fake from the top, finds a wide open shooter in the corner. Joffrey Nunnally knocks down the 3 to tie the score. Nunnally is the leading 3-point shooter for St. Francis this year. He hits him at 46%. And he makes his first attempt today. Cota drives on Small. Ball knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. Last touch by St. Francis. Saints are coming off the Christmas break today, but they did play a game just before Christmas on December 18th. Against Lewis University. That officially was an exhibition contest. So that's why today is their first official contest since December 13th. It hasn't been quite that long a rest in reality. Played an exhibition just before that in early December as well, so they've been active. 3-pointer is off the mark from Wilson with the shot clock running down. And Small gets the rebound for St. Francis, who can take their first lead of the game on this possession. 2 minutes into action today. Davis, leading scorer this year for St. Francis. Off to Nunnally. Here's Aitor Anabadarte. Looking down low for Small. He's got him. Immediately double teamed. Good ball movement for the Saints. Nunnally, corner 3. He's 2 for 2. Joffrey Nunnally right around 50%. Shooting 3-pointers now this year. He's gone 2 for 2 today. All of our scoring has come from beyond the arc so far in this game. Simfukwe kicks it outside. Another 3-point attempt, this time from Kevin Cota. And that's off the mark. Cota is not a good 3-point shooter. Just 1 of 10 this season. So not a huge surprise that he was off on that despite a very open look. Anabadarte backs in, dishes off to Small, and Merrick Small is able to lay it in. First 2 points of the game for him. First 2-pointer of the game for anybody. And the Saints are on an 8-0 run to take a 5-point lead. Drive from Wilson. Wilson working on Anabadarte, struggling for position, and gives it up to Simfukwe, nearly knocked away by Nunnally. Pull up from the top. Northern gave it up. Here's Tariq Humes. Humes step back from outside, knocks down the 3. Good move by Tariq Holmes, the junior guard from Detroit. So he has his first 3 points of the game. And Goshen is back on the board, snapping an 8-0 Saints run. Sims bounces to Nunnally. There's Ramel Davis in the lane. Davis floats it up and in. Both teams shooting the ball well to start today's game. Saints missed their first shot, but they've made 4 in a row since then. Wilson just outside the free throw line. That's good from the mid-range. Everything's falling at the moment. Two teams have combined to go 7 of 10 from the field to begin today's game. Sims gives it to Davis. High post, Merrick Small. Small bounces down low. Aitor Anabadarte, good position and a strong finish over Richard Wilson. Anabadarte, 13 points per game this year, has his first 2 this afternoon. Saints have now made 5 consecutive shots. Marcus Northern, good move around Small and gets the roll. Beautiful ball work by Marcus Northern. Had Merrick Small totally out of position. And Northern scores his first 2 points. Saints are 5 of 6 from the field. Goshen is 4 of 6. Small bounces to Anabadarte. Big size advantage working against Richard Wilson. They feed him in the post again. Anabadarte stuck behind the basket, finds Ramel Davis. Davis off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound and Small banks it in. So they missed their first shot since the opening minute of the game. But it takes them just another second or 2 to get the ball back in the basket on the second chance. 14-10 lead for St. Francis. Koda gives it to Simfukwe. Koda shakes loose the defender, goes up and draws the foul. Aitor Anabadarte was rotating over after Koda shook his initial defender. Went quickly up in the air and a nice little fake by Koda forces the foul. So 14:30 to go first half. St. Francis leads Goshen 14-10. And we've got a quick timeout here. I'll be back in just a moment. Sheer Moriarty is on the floor as well for St. Francis, as is Nick Nigo. Free throw is good for Koda. And Connor Casper is in the game now for the Saints as well. So Delshawn Sims is the only starter still on the floor. Koda makes 1 of 2 from the line, and the rebound is deflected over to Casper. 3-point game, Saints ball. Sims bounces to Nigo. Swung around the perimeter to Moriarty. Up top, Delshawn Sims gets the screen, rolls to his right, picks up his dribble, finds Ben Fatz in the corner. 3-pointer misses, and the rebound goes to Goshen. Fatz not typically an outside shooter. It was just his 3rd 3-point attempt of the year. Koda working against Fatz on the other end, and he loses the ball. St. Francis gets the takeaway. Moriarty on the move underneath the hoop, throws it out of bounds. He was looking for Nick Nigo, and the two of them were not on the same page. Nigo was rotating to the wing. Moriarty was trying to find him in the corner. It's a turnover. Just over 6 minutes into the game. Both teams got off to a fast start offensively. Saints trying to keep it up with their reserves on the floor. Tariq Humes drives. Humes twists his body in the lane, misses the shot, but gets his own rebound. Northern steps to the top of the key, fires a deep 3-pointer, misses it short. Rebound is loose, and a foul is called on Koda. First foul on Koda. Saints basketball. Saints trying to refine that offensive touch. After going to the bench, they've been a little bit more sloppy. In that exhibition against Lewis a couple of weeks ago, the bench was outstanding for St. Francis. Really got him back in the game as Nick Nigo knocks down a 3-pointer. Nigo is at the top of the list of guys who played well in that game. He's been shooting extremely well of late, but he's called for a foul here on defense. First foul on Nego. It's the second on St. Francis. And the foul was committed in the act of shooting, so Tariq Humes is going to the line. Humes knocks down the first shot. He's an 80% shooter from the line. Makes it a 5-point game. Delshawn Sims sits down. Don Joachim checks in for the first time, so Ryan Marks is going with the entire second unit now. Second free throw misses. Rebound is still loose. Grappling for it on the floor. Players for both sides. We've got a tie-up, and the possession arrow favors Goshen. So off the missed free throw, they will get a second effort. DJ Bryant is the inbounder. Bryant gets it into Humes. Here's Andre Bradford, step back jumper, no good. Rebound goes to St. Francis. Joachim drives, holds on to the ball, and kicks it out to Moriarty. Lob to Ben Fatz. Moriarty for three, rolls it in. Sheer Moriarty has his first 3 points of the game. Saints are stroking it from the outside. 4 3-pointers made already in today's game. We're not yet 8 minutes into the action. Here's Bryant. DJ Bryant slips, loses his footing, but he somehow kept possession alive, rolling the ball out to Tariq Humes. Humes misses a long 3-pointer, and the rebound is chased down by Nick Nego. Nego ahead to Connor Casper. Casper works his way into the paint. Nice spin move, gets to the hoop and draws the foul. Great play by Connor Casper. Looked like that foul was on Uraj Minarove. Nope, they called it on Andre Bradford. And a timeout called before the free throw. Casper will go to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. St. Xavier after this as well. St. Xavier is a conference opponent, and the two conference mates will not face each other this week. But it'll be a chance to scout a conference foe a little bit. They'll see each other in just a few weeks. Casper misses the free throw, so he settles for a 2-point play. 9-point deficit for Goshen. Minarove gets it out to Bryant. DJ Bryant, open three. Off the back rim. Rebound tipped around. Don Joachim pulls it in. Joachim bounces to Nick Nego. Here's Moriarty looking down low. Finds Ben Fatz. Fatz traveled. Got his feet moving before he restarted the dribble. So the Saints turn it over. Second time today they've done that. Andre Bradford bounces to Minarove. Back to Bradford. Richard Wilson steps into a long two. Misses the shot. Rebound goes to Casper. Don Joachim threads it through to Connor Casper, who's underneath the basket. Looks back for Joachim. Pull up jumper. No good. Maple Leafs on the move. It's Bryant. Slows it down. Gives it up to the cutting Braden Allen. And we got a jump ball. Possession arrow points the other way. Good defense from St. Francis. Nine-point lead for the Saints. The offensive production has slowed down after a really good start, but the defensive production has stepped up. And so they've been able to build their lead. Nick Nego, deep three, short. Rebound, Richard Wilson. And jumping in the passing lane, Sheer Moriarty has a steal. He takes it the other way and throws it down for 2 points and an 11-point lead. First double-digit lead of the game for the Fighting Saints. Wilson drives. Wilson from the left side, rolls it around the rim, doesn't get it to fall. Joe Kim working against Bryant, loses the ball, tracks it down in the corner, and now needs some help. Closing in on a 5-second call. He's finally able to get it away to Sheer Moriarty. 13 to shoot. Moriarty for three. A little bit off the mark, and the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Andre Bradford. It'll stay with St. Francis. Coming out of the timeout, 9:41 to play in the first half. Saints 23, Goshen 12. St. Francis has trailed in this game only once. That was when Goshen hit the initial basket. It was 3-0. St. Francis went on an 8-0 run after that, and they have not been behind ever since. Saints are dominating from the inside. Points in the paint right now, 12-0 in favor of St. Francis, but they're also doing pretty well from the outside. 3 of 7 shooting three-pointers. Goshen has done a lot of work from the outside as well. They're 2 of 7 from three-point range. They've taken a high volume of mid-range jumpers as well. They've not been able to get anything going inside. Goshen's got a 4-8 record coming into today. It's already 4 more wins than they had last year. They went winless the entire 2023-24 season. Year number 2 under Kyle Capps, who's trying to get this program back to where it was in his early days with the school. Capps played for Goshen. He was an assistant after his playing career ended and has been there in a number of capacities for a long time before finally getting promoted to head coach in 2022. This is year 3 for him. And again, he's starting to build them back up after the last few years prior to his tenure were pretty rough. First couple of years of his tenure have been pretty rough as well. But they're making improvements. Ben Fatz works against Kevin Cota. Fatz turns to face the basket and now backs in again, and he travels again. Second straight time that Ben Fatz has traveled in the post. So the Saints turn it over. Both teams have had a few turnover problems since they've gone to their bench. Ryan Marks has been going with his reserves for the last 5 minutes or so. They've played well generally. Just like I said, a few too many turnovers as Sheer Moriarty is called for the foul. And now Marks will bring a few of his starters back in. Aitor Anabadarte and Merrick Small return to the floor. Connor Casper and Ben Fatz check out. Simfukwe, Bryant, Cota, Northern, and Bradford are the 5 on the floor right now for Goshen, who nearly threw it away. Cota just barely was able to track it down in front of the sideline. Judah Simfukwe gives it up to Bradford. Under 10 to shoot. Bradford wastes no time. His jumper misses. Rebound grab by Nigo. Merrick Small looks into the corner, finds Sheer Moriarty. Three-pointer, no. Bradford off and running ahead for DJ Bryant. Behind his back, he passes it back to Bradford. Swung around on the outside, bounced into the post. It's Kevin Cota. Cota works against Small, kicks it out, deflected. Pass was knocked loose by Moriarty, but kept alive by Goshen. 8 on the shot clock. It's Northern in the corner. Three-pointer is short. Rebound grab by Don Joachim. Goshen has gone ice cold. They haven't scored now in nearly 5 minutes of game time. Lobbed from Joachim to Anabadarte, who finishes with the layup. Great find by Don Joachim. Anabadarte, smooth finish. He's got 4 points. The lead is 13. Saints now more than doubling up the Maple Leafs. Northern off to his left, finds Cota. Up to Bradford. 10 to shoot for Judah Simfukwe. Spins into the lane, blocked by Small. Cota gets another chance, but only 4 on the shot clock. Finds Simfukwe. Here's Bryant. I don't think he sees the shot clock, and it runs out on him. So Merrick Small's block is what first set up that shot clock violation. Goshen kept the possession alive, but they did not get a fresh 20 seconds. And they ended up running the clock out. Joffrey Nunnally, Ramel Davis are back in. This is Don Jokin, the only reserve who remains on the floor. Anabadarte gives it up to Small. Small bounces in the paint. Turnaround jumper is good from about 8 feet out. Nice touch from Eric Small, and Goshen just turned it over. Marcus Northern went over the end line. I wasn't looking at him. I'm not sure if he just lost his footing or if he made a careless dribble or what it was, but it's a turnover. Inbound sent in to Aitor Anabadarte, who misses the shot, and then the fight for the rebound. I think we'll get a jump ball, and it'll go the other way. 7:12 on the clock. Saints by 15. For Goshen, it's been about 6 minutes since they last scored. Dakota. Inside, DJ Bryant. Back outside, Dakota. Shot clock at 10 for Judas Mfukwe, who drives and lays it in. So the drought is over just past the 6-minute mark. And for the first time today, Goshen is able to score from the inside. Their first points in the paint today. Lobbed in for Merrick Small. Small is blocked out of bounds. 19 to shoot. Sims is back in. St. Francis has all 5 starters on the floor. Ramel Davis backs in, spins, and scores over Tariq Humes. Second field goal of the game for Davis. His 4 points contribute to a 15-point lead. Humes drives on Anabadarte, kicks it outside. There's Marcus Northern, long 3-pointer. Off the rim, long rebound, goes out to Humes. Humes tries the 3, and that's good. Tariq Humes knocks down his first 3-pointer of the game. Check that, that's the second 3-pointer today for Humes. He's got 7 points. Nunnally gives it to Small. One step, and Small throws it in with the right hand. Good reach from Merrick Small. Kevin Koda is shaken up for Goshen. He limps off the floor. Richard Wilson and Uraj Minarova come back in. $14-point lead for St. Francis. Wilson drives, he's bumped. A foul is called on Aitor Anabadarte. That'll be number 2 on him. Connor Casper comes in for Anabadarte. 4th foul on St. Francis. Richard Wilson lobs it in for Minarove. Bounce pass to Simfukwe, and Simfukwe is able to finish despite the contact. He'll get to the line to try to make this a 3-pointer. So Goshen making a little run here as we start to get late in the first half. Judas Simfukwe makes the free throw. So it is a 3-point play, and now just an 11-point game. Saints led a couple of times by 15. So Goshen has started to chip away at that. Davis out to Sims. Sims fakes, drives. Sims lays it up and misses off the glass. Rebound to Richard Wilson. Goshen runs. Simfukwe slows it down. Here's Marcus Northern trying to find Minarove, knocked loose, but he's able to keep it alive until Ramel Davis strips Richard Wilson. Davis lays it in. 6 points for Davis. Merrick Small leads the team with 8 so far. Simfukwe is blocked by Nunnally. Gets it back. Nunnally knocks it loose and out of bounds. 18 to shoot for Goshen. And a timeout. Marcus Northern is the inbounder. He's got Minarove, Humes, Wilson, and Simfukwe on the floor with him. Tariq Humes creates a little separation and flips it in with the right hand. Nice play by Humes. He's got 9 points now to lead all scorers. Davis's pass deflected and stolen by Minarove. His pass is deflected and stolen by Connor Casper. Now the Saints have a 2-man advantage. Davis inside to Casper, who flips it towards the hoop, and he's fouled. St. Francis was trying to work really quickly there. 2 Goshen players were on the other side of the floor. Weren't able to get back quickly after the ball was stolen. And so for a few seconds, the Saints had a 5-on-3 advantage, and so they struck quickly, got Casper to the free throw line. His first shot misses. So Connor Casper is 0 for 2 from the line today. He's now just 2 of 6 shooting free throws for the season. One more opportunity. He's the only man who has shot free throws in this game for the Saints. DJ Bryant comes in for Judah Simfukwe. Second free throw is good. Casper goes 1 of 2. He's got 3 points. Northern crosses to his left. Drives on Small. Gets into the block and back out to Bryant. DJ Bryant steps into the lane. No good. Rebound Nunnally. Joffrey Nunnally across half court. Finally passes off to Merrick Small. Here's Casper. Casper in with the left hand. Nearly lost it. Picks up the dribble and sends it out to Davis. 11 to shoot. Romel Davis backs down the lane and turns around to knock down another 2-pointer. 8 for Davis. Here's Northern. Out to Minarove. 3-pointer is short. The rebound grab by Davis. Connor Casper gets it outside to Delshawn Sims. Sims drives baseline out to Nunnally. An open shot. Way off. Nunnally had made his first 2 3-pointers. Got a good look that time, but couldn't put it on target. Humes on the other side does just that. Another 3-pointer for Humes. He's got 3 of them and 12 points to lead all scorers. Casper out to Sims. Back to the top and Merrick Small. Small, 1 dribble, pass deflected, stolen. Northern sends it ahead for Wilson. Wilson couldn't get a clean grip on it. Now he's going 1-on-2, and he's able to score anyway. Rolled around the rim a couple of times before falling. And Richard Wilson has 2 points. Timeout called. You shoot a high percentage, you don't tend to lose the rebounding battle. Saints are +2 in that category right now. Here's Sims. Anabadarte back to Delshawn Sims. Layup is no good. Rebound Wilson. Richard Wilson on the move. Gives it back to Marcus Northern. Northern drains the 3. It's just a 6-point lead for St. Francis. The 3-pointers have been the great equalizer lately for Goshen. They've made 5 of them now in the game. Thrown away by Sims, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Saints. Another turnover. That's their 7th of the half. 3-pointer here would make it a 1-score game. Goshen trailed by 15. Since then, they've outscored the Saints 16-7. Wilson misses the three. Rebound grabbed by Davis. Now the Saints can put themselves back in the driver's seat going into halftime. Ben Fatz gives it to Nick Nigo. Nigo lobs it back to Fatz in the post. Cross court, Anabadarte fakes the pass to the left. Dribbles in instead. Anabadarte all the way down the lane and in for the layup with the left hand. Great drive, Aitor Anabadarte. 8-point lead now for the Saints. Final minute of play, first half. Good ball movement, finds an open shooter. It's Tariq Humes making his fourth three-pointer of the game. 15 points for Humes. Saints slow it down, 8 seconds between the shot and game clocks. Sims bounces it down low to Anabadarte, but it's taken away by Wilson. And Wilson is fouled by Sims, who got in his way defensively. 20 seconds on the clock. That is the 6th foul on St. Francis. So it will not yet put Goshen at the free throw line, but they don't want to foul again. (38-33). Wilson, wide open three from the corner, missed it. Rebound Anabadarte, and the Saints can take the final possession of the first half. Anabadarte to Fatz. 6 seconds. Ben Fatz finds Aitor Anabadarte for three. Got it. And that'll end the first half. Aitor Anabadarte puts the Saints back up by 8. They led by as many as 15 in the first half. Goshen fought back, made it a 5-point game, but it is the Saints 41, Goshen 33 at halftime on the Aitor Anabadarte three-pointer. I'll step aside for halftime in about 15 minutes. I'll be back. We'll have first half stats. Start of the second half. St. Francis brings their starters onto the floor. Goshen does almost the same. Kevin Koda is out. Koda left with an injury late in the first half. So it's Uraj Minarove taking his spot in the lineup. Otherwise, we've got starters on the floor as we begin the second half. Saints get first possession, going left to right now. Aitor Anabadarte works his way into the lane. He lays it in. Kind of an awkward-looking drive from Aitor Anabadarte, but it worked out pretty well. He's got 11 points now. Tops on the Saints as they extend their lead back to double figures. Anabadarte hit the buzzer beater at the end of the first half. Then the Saints got to start the second half with the ball as Humes misses his shot. And here comes Ramel Davis pushing it the other way. Davis down the lane, scores on the floater, and he's in double figures with 10 points. Anabadarte got 5 straight points without Goshen even touching the ball in between. So that was huge. You hear about that a lot in football. When you start the second half by receiving the kick as Marcus Northern knocks down a jumper. Not something you think about in basketball quite so much, but it paid off for the Saints, scoring at the end of the first and then again at the second, so that they turned a 5-point lead into a 10-point lead with no chance for the Maple Leafs in between. Saints lead by 10 now as Anabadarte is grabbed underneath the basket. Foul called on Goshen. That's on Uraj Minarove. Number 2 on him. Lobbed in for Davis, but Davis pushed off to free up some space. So that's a foul on him. And that's the first foul of the half on the Saints. First on Davis. Here's Marcus Northern across half court. Northern goes to his right. Passes back to the top of the key. Judas and Fuqua. Three-point attempt off the mark from Humes, who has slowed down after a really good first half. Northern misses the three, and the Saints get the rebound. Humes was 5 of 7 in the first half. He's 0 for 2 to start the second. Delshawn Sims looking for his first points of the game, and he's got them. A three-pointer extends the lead to 13. St. Francis has gone on a 10-2 run, going back to the closing seconds of the first half. Northern drive, step back, jumper, good. Excuse me, that's Wilson, not Northern. Richard Wilson scores. He's got 9. Sims on the wing. Down low, Davis. Nobody in front of him. Davis lays it in. Davis was looking to post up and then turned and realized there was nobody to post up on. Might as well just turn around and take the open layup. He now leads the team with 12 points. Wilson kicks it out to Minarove. Three-pointer misses. Rebound, Anabararte. Pass from Davis is deflected and stolen. Here's Simfukwe. Into the corner, Richard Wilson. Quick three, good. Goshen's been doing that. They have, on a number of occasions, looked like they're down and out, and then they'll put up some quick points. Richard Wilson, one of a handful of guys on this team who does not have an itchy trigger finger. He'll put it up anytime. And the three-pointer there makes it a 10-point game. Merrick Small makes it a 12-point game, and he's going to the line. First foul called against Marcus Northern. Merrick Small's got 10 points. First chance from the free throw line today. He's hit 74% of his foul shots on the year. But he misses this one. 52-40. Quick three, Northern. No. Another quick shot from Goshen. Like I said, they'll do that. Wilson does it here. Misses this three, made the last one, and Minarove went over the back of Merrick Small. Foul called. Third foul on Minarove. Kyle Capps' team is a little thin in the front court right now with Kevin Coda's first half injury. Davis backs in. Davis positions himself for the shot and draws the foul. That foul is on Judah Simfukwe. Sends Ramel Davis to the line. Davis leads the team with 12 points, 4 of them so far in the second half. His first free throw is good. 53-40. And Davis gets one more. $14 points for him. It's a 14-point lead. Wilson bounces to Minarove. Hand off to Marcus Northern, who jacks up the three and misses. But right now, the threes are not falling for Goshen the way they were early in the game, as that's lobbed out of bounds. Another turnover committed by St. Francis. Maple Leafs were 6 of 17, 35% beyond the arc in the first half. In the second half, they're 1 for 5. So obviously, they have not been shy about taking them. DJ Bryant passes off to Simfukwe. Simfukwe drives left hand with the layup. He's able to score. Nice drive with the left, and then he transition to the right hand for the layup. Simfukwe's got 7. Nunnally finds Anabararte at the free throw line. Bounce down low. Merrick Small, turnaround, up and in. Small hasn't missed from the field. He's 6 for 6. He missed his only free throw attempt, but that's all. DJ Bryant's pass finds its way into Minarove. Minarove up over Small. No. Fight for the loose ball, won by the Saints. Here's Delshawn Sims pushing it ahead. Nunnally up top to Small. Into the corner. Anabadarte thought about the three. Takes it along the baseline instead. Forces his way inside and lays it in. Just bullied his way through 2 defenders. And Anabadarte adds 2 to his total. Wilson trying to do the same. He does right around Anabadarte. Points are coming fast and free here in the second half. 6 minutes into it. Saints have scored 17 since halftime. Goshen's posted 11 points. Small. Kicks it outside to Sims. Back into Merrick Small. Joffrey Nunnally trying to find Anabadarte in the corner, but he throws it out of bounds instead. 13:50 on the clock. We'll get a timeout here. It is St. Francis basketball coming out of the timeout. Connor Casper's in the game. Don Joachim's in. McNego is in. Small and Davis remain out there. Simfukwe gets the pass from Andre Bradford. Bradford and Bryant both on the floor for Goshen. Bryant came in before the timeout. Simfukwe looking down low. Instead, he fires the three and misses it. Long rebound out to DJ Bryant. Second chance for the Maple Leafs. Long two for Wilson. Off the mark. Rebound Merrick Small. Don Joachim crosses over on his way in. Out to Merrick Small. Here's Nego. Down low to Davis. Davis flings it underneath the basket. Nick Nego is there for the reverse layup. Good communication between Davis and Nego to set that one up. 16-point game. DJ Bryant looking to answer on the other end. Don Joachim reaches his hand in and forces the tie-up. Goshen ball. Sheer Moriarty and Ben Fatz come in. So once again, Ryan Marks goes with 5 reserves on the floor. 12:50 to play. Three-pointer, DJ Bryant is on the money. It's a big one for Goshen, a team that has really struggled to put it in from the outside lately. Joachim finds the cutting Moriarty. Moriarty turnaround is good. Nice move in the post. Wilson fakes, drives on Casper, kicks it outside. Simfukwe spins into the paint and misses. Tries to get his own rebound, and he's fouled going back up. Foul on Ben Fatz. And Judas Simfukwe is going to the free throw line. Second foul on St. Francis this half. Simfukwe was trying to grab his own rebound and put it back up all in one motion. So he gets 2 shots out of this foul. And the first one is good. Second free throw misses, and Casper is there to grab the loose ball. Don Joachim is picked up by DJ Bryant. Moriarty outside, back into sheer Moriarty. Spins around Wilson, lays it up and in. He's got the last 4 for St. Francis. 8 points in the game for him in just about 9 minutes played. Wilson around a screen at the free throw line. Pull-up jumper, rims out. One and done for the Leafs. Saints basketball. Moriarty is fouled on the floor. Shot doesn't count. It would have been his 10th point of the game. Instead, they'll inbound from the baseline. Second foul on Richard Wilson. Don Joachim inbounds to Ben Fatz on the right wing. Knocked away for Moriarty by Andre Bradford, but right out of bounds. Moriarty trying to get it in, finds Casper at the top of the key. Connor Casper looks for help, now puts it on the floor, dribbling in on Braden Allen, back outside. Casper drives, Casper right underneath the basket, turnaround, no. Rebound goes to Humes, and the Maple Leafs are on the move. Bradford steps right into Moriarty and knocks down the jumper. Goshen's hanging around, down by 14. Still a lot of time left in this game, but the Saints are comfortable with where this score has been. It's been pretty much between 10 and 16 this whole second half. Nick Nigo trying to make it 17, and he does. Nigo makes his second three-pointer of the game. He's got 8 points, and Goshen can't respond as the three-pointer from Humes misses well short. Don Joachim along the baseline, tiptoes and misses the layup. Foul called. That's going to be on Connor Casper. Didn't have his feet set as Bradford drove. So the third foul on St. Francis this half. 10:05 on the clock. Marcus Northern checks back in for Goshen. And late off the bench, Aitor Anabararte comes back in as well. Connor Casper grabs a seat for the Saints. Sheer Moriarty has to tie his shoe before we can continue here. Inbounded to Northern. And a foul away from the ball. Aitor Anabararte got tangled up with Braden Allen. And the foul is on Anabararte. It's number 3 on the Saints center.
St. Francis foul number 21, Aitor Anabararte, his third, team's fourth.
Andre Bradford picks up his dribble, spins around Nigo, fires the jumper and scores. 4 points for Bradford, 67-52, under 10 minutes to play. Joachim up top to Nigo. Down low, Aitor Anabararte misses the layup. Just his second miss of the game. And it was a good look from him, just a foot out. Long three-pointer Bradford misses. Rebound grabbed by Sheer Moriarty. Shoveled out to Nick Nigo. Back to half court, Don Joachim sets things up. Joachim gets the screen, fires it out to Nigo. Shot clock is down to 10. Nigo on the drive, lays it up and in. 10 points for Nick Nigo off a nice assist from Don Joachim. Fourth Saint in double figures. He's been getting it done from the inside, a couple of layups for Nigo. Typically, he's a spot-up shooter. Northern has the ball stripped and stolen by Ben Fatz. Saints on the move, knocked away by DJ Bryant, and a foul is called on Bryant. That should take us to a timeout here with 8:41 to play in the second half. Our score is St. Francis 69, Goshen 52. Don Joachim is the inbounder with 26 on the shot clock. Inbounded to Ben Fatz. Joachim in the post to Fatz again. Back outside, Sheer Moriarty. Here's Aitor Anabararte. Corner 3 is good. He's got 16 points, 7 of 9 shooting. And the lead is up to 20 for the first time today. Fats pokes the ball loose. Mitarove keeps it alive. That's kicked by the Saints. It'll stay with Goshen. 20 on the shot clock, 8:10 to play in the game. Here's Marcus Northern. Northern kicks it outside. Mitarove drives. Mitarove throws it out of bounds. Got in a little bit too deep, and his pass was made in desperation. Not able to complete it. Arte looking around and finally bounces it to Fats. Fats has it poked away from behind. Quick hands by Bradford. Bradford going 1-on-2, takes it right at Fats and scores. Good play by Bradford. He was not able to pick it cleanly. He had to chase the ball down. As a result, I thought he was probably going to have to pull it out. 3 defenders out in front of him, but he scored anyway. Arte guarded tightly by Richard Wilson. Backs in, and a foul called on Wilson. That's the 7th on Goshen, so that means Arte will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Last Wednesday against Lewis University, Arte went 20 for 20 from the free throw line, which would have been a school record, except that game counted as an exhibition. This is his first chance to shoot free throws today. The front end is good. So, of course, you can't count that 20 for 20. So, officially, he's a 76% free throw shooter this year. He would have been up around 80 if you did count that game. 2 for 2 today. He's got 18 points. Timeout called by Goshen. 7:13 to play. 74-54 is our score. 20-point lead for St. Francis right now is the biggest they've held today. Goshen's largest lead was 3. They were up 3-0, but it's been all St. Francis since that opening possession. After the Saints came up empty on their first possession, Goshen made the 3. Richard Wilson misses the layup here. And then the Saints made their next 5 baskets. So they got hot in a hurry, and they have not slowed down. Sheer Moriarty backs in, kicks outside. Nigo for 3. That's 3 more for Nick Nigo. 13 points. 5 of 6 shooting. Big game for him. Simfukwe is able to finish at the rim, and he'll go to the line thanks to the foul. Simfukwe has got 10 points.
His second, team's 5th. Simfukwe in the line for 1.
(77-57) as he makes it a 3-point play. Don Joachim along the sideline, gives it up to Merrick Small, but he's fouled before the pass. That is the 8th team foul, so Joachim is on his way to the free throw line where he'll shoot a 1-and-1.
DJ Bryant, his second, team's 8th. Don Joachim in the line for the 1-and-1.
Joachim has not scored yet today. He can change that right here, and he does. First point of the game. He's got 4 rebounds, a couple of assists. He's played well in this one. And now he's got the points to show for it. 79-57, 6.5 minutes left. Drive from Simfukwe, and high off the glass, he's able to bank it in. So he's got 5 points in the last minute. Goshen puts on the full court press. Merrick Small gets it across half court to Sheer Moriarty. Joachim, jab step to the right, dribbles to the left, and passes to Casper. Shot clock at 10 for Small. Hand off to Nigo. Nick Nigo guarded tightly, gives it back to Merrick Small. 3 seconds to shoot. Small kicks it back out. Moriarty for three. Off the rim. Well defended possession by the Maple Leafs. Drive from DJ Bryant. Bryant bounce pass back out to Wilson. Richard Wilson has it stripped by Casper, ball loose, and it is grabbed by Goshen. Simfukwe keeps it alive. So the possession continues for the Maple Leafs. They find Bradford, open three, and Bradford knocks it down. So after a near steal, the Saints end up seeing Goshen get 3 points out of the possession. 17-point game, approaching the 5-minute mark. Don Joachim takes his time to get the possession set up. Finally bounces off to Merrick Small. Small to Moriarty, nearly taken away. 4 to shoot. Moriarty drives down the lane, gets in tight, layup misses. Merrick Small rebound, and the second chance is good. 14 for Small. He's a perfect 7 of 7 from the field. DJ Bryant penetrates, and Bryant travels. I thought we were getting a travel call, but no, it's a foul. Foul on St. Francis. The problem was that it was on the floor, and Goshen was upset right away. They called the foul before the shot. 4:40 to play. Second half, 81-62. St. Francis on their way here. They'll try to wrap it up. Inbounds play for the Maple Leafs out of the timeout after a foul had been called just prior to the timeout. Andre Bradford works his way in on Connor Casper. Reverse layup misses. Casper grabs the rebound. Delshawn Sims back in the game at point guard for St. Francis. Romel Davis in there as well. Davis has the ball, gives it up to Casper. Down low, Small, kicks it out to Sims. Three-pointer is good from the corner. Hasn't been a great shooting game for Delshawn Sims, but he's able to make his second in a row right there. And a foul called on St. Francis on the other end. So Sims now has 6 points for St. Francis as he's made 2 3-pointers here in the second half. The second foul of the game called on Nick Nigo. Nigo's got a career-high 13 points this afternoon. DJ Bryant makes the first free throw. Second one is short. Rebound tipped around to Connor Casper. Final 4 minutes of basketball. St. Francis in control. Davis looks for Small, finally gets it to him. Back over to Delshawn Sims. Davis fires across court. Nick Nigo for three. It's good. And he's got 16 points, adding to his career high. The lead is 24. Wilson drives right past Merrick Small and an easy layup for him. Wilson now with 16 points leads the way for Goshen. After that big half from Tariq Humes, he has not scored in the second half. Davis over to Nigo. Nigo bounces down low to Merrick Small. Small takes a step, flips it up, and misses for the first time today. Wilson puts it on the floor right by Small again. Second time in a row that Richard Wilson has been able to drive past Merrick Small. 87-67. Sims finds Nigo, a deep three this time, and Nigo finally misses one. Offensive rebound by Merrick Small. Small turnaround, that misses. Ramel Davis, third chance, no. Rare moment in this game for St. Francis where they missed 3 shots in a row. Everything's been falling for them. Step back 3, DJ Bryant, no good. Merrick Small was 7 of 7 from the field. Now he's missed 2 straight. Casper in the post to Davis. Offensive foul on Ramel Davis.
St. Francis foul number
2:08
0.
on the clock. Davis called for his second foul, and now Ryan Marks decides to clear his bench. Ben Kreitz checks in. Ibrahim Mobayed is on as well. Grayson Harrington, freshman guard, also checks in as Wilson misses the turnaround. Here's Harrington taking it up the floor. Davis is the only starter still on the floor for St. Francis. Mobayed up top, bounces over to Harrington, 3-pointer, got it. Grayson Harrington is on the board. And for Harrington, those are the first points of his collegiate career. 96 seconds to play. Timeout called. St. Francis up by 23. And Ryan Marks digs deeper into his bench. Lorenzo Aquino is in. Ramel Davis sits down. So 5 reserves in now. 3-pointer is off the mark from Braden Allen. Kyle Capps has cleared his bench as well. Kenny May is turned away. Mobayed comes away with it. Diego Reyes also in for the Saints right now. Reyes, a freshman from California. Harrington is a freshman from Florida. Saints lose the ball, taken away by DJ Bryant. Lobbed ahead, and the layup is good from Jacob Eiler. 90-69, final minute of play. Jacob Carlson is also on the floor for Goshen. I think I got everybody. Drive from Aquino, lays it up and in. Bryant takes it right at Aquino, and Aquino fouls him on the shot. May have been a generous continuation ruling, but it's not going to have a major impact on the game. It'll help out DJ Bryant's stat sheet. His free throw makes it a 3-point play. Probably the final real possession for the Saints here. 8 seconds between the shot and game clocks. 3-pointer is off from Diego Reyes. Rebound goes to the Maple Leafs. And they'll try to score one more time. 24-point game. A deep 3-pointer. Jacob Carlson knocks it down. 16 seconds to go, and if the Saints get it across half court here, they can just walk it out. 24-point lead for St. Francis, and it appears that that will be our final score. 21 points, sorry, after the 3-pointer from Carlson. 94-73, our final score today. The Fighting Saints improve their record on the season to 9-2, and they pick up a victory in Game 1 of the USF New Year's Classic.